Previously on Pernell and Matt Play Games.
In this episode, we are playing Blaster Master.
This was my baby back in the day.
First there will be bouncing of the first kind.
Fuck! Oh, the freaking claws!
Hey, this
Extendo.
guy.
There he is, freaking dead.
God damn.
Time to make magic freaking happen. You trying to say my car has a big ass?
You drive a Blazer.
Master Blaster strongest. 12 men enter, only he leave.
Cast the shittiest power up ever. It's supposed to work, damn it.
Pardon my French, but that's bullshit.
Pardon my French, but s'il vous plaît, mon ami, that is
Yes.
the bullshit with devils that fluff up.
You were my friend, and I loved you.
Oh, I remember the boss now. He is a douche. I'm gonna die most likely
Very
initially.
good.
Yeah,
He has no bullets.
The generator of doom.
What's big
He's-
deal?
Oh, he's bad. He does that and he expands.
It's just a box.
You
It looks
keep-
like that thing from the end of Mega Man 2.
That's what he wants you to think. He's way worse
where
than
they
the dick
come
from
in
Mega
together
Man 2.
and make robots from the sides.
You want to kill them as fast as you can, because if you don't, they start to grow more and more until eventually they can respawn.
So you can't move around?
No, you can move. They'll just start coming back to life, and you won't know who's coming back.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's lame.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they get faster too.
Whoa, yeah. Okay.
Jeez, this
They
game,
definitely
the
get faster.
escalation of this game is ridiculous.
Especially the bosses.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so you got one left now.
As a kid,
He stopped multiplying. Why did he stop multiplying?
it's the last
Is it
one.
just arbitrary, or does it only go to a certain number? What
There's a
was that?
certain number of them.
Eight
The problem
boxes, I think it was.
Problem is, though, when you're a kid, when I was a kid, first of all, I was afraid to use the grenades half the time, because that means you have to get right in their face.
Yeah.
And second of all, the more you leave, the harder he is later on, because there's more guys you have to keep track of.
So would you say, going back to our original question, was this a part that you thought was harder as a kid than it is now?
Oh, God,
now that
yes.
you've had experience playing a lot of games?
First time I played, I mean, that boss used to be a sticking point for me. He was a douche.
And now that wasn't
This
too
could
bad.
be a lot worse. This could incorporate way more.
Oh,
like,
check this out.
Oh,
Oh,
Like that.
hovercraft!
Now you can know what the H's are
Is that
for.
like a double jump?
Yes, sir. The only
He told
thing that
us what
sucks
they were for. but-
Is it pulls down your hover meter?
Yes, the only
As you
down,
use it?
yeah, and the sucky part is it doesn't regenerate on its own. You have to
pick
find
up
those
H's.
H's. Yeah, so like there are definitely parts where you could probably get pretty stuck if you run out of H.
I think Mass Effect stole the idea for the Mako from this.
The who's move?
Hey, maybe.
The tank that you drive around
Yeah,
in.
the tank that you
like
drive
a
around
big
in the first
space
Mass
Hummer.
Effect. That you also hover every once in a while.
It's possible.
You play Mass
I
Effect?
mean, I think maybe it was inspired.
I have
by
it.
that.
I was thinking about playing it for the panel, but I haven't gotten around to starting.
But it had-
You should. It's good.
We
Do,
drive cars.
Gonna get drunk and drinking that rum and getting fucked up. Yeah.
Driving my car as a little drunk boy who's under
Fast
12.
forward and getting drunk.
Look at me, mom.
He's a super boy. Watch him go.
I've got a cape and everything.
He's a tank boy. Tank boy. Yeah, kind of like the tank girl, but not as filthy.
Maybe he swears and we just don't know it. There's
He
no
might fuck
dialogue.
kangaroos, but you don't see it. Well, that's what happens to Tank Girl.
Yeah.
What?
There, I think we just.
Tank Girl?
I think
No! Oh my God, no! Kangaroos!
well,
that poor Joey.
Kangaroo, half human.
it's like
Oh.
it's like mutant Australia.
yeah.
Oh, freaking God.
No,
Mercy
the comic's
peace.
brilliant. It's
It is- it
great.
is a great
it's
comic.
a lot of fun. I'm trying to go back here. What the
Wow.
balls?
So you have to go all the way back to the
To
very,
the very
beginning
beginning
of
of
the
the
game.
Which, by the way, I might have to go back into the stinking level because, as you can see there, I am out of H. Oh, here we go. That's got to grind a little
Is
bit.
that real H, man? Oh,
Oh,
it's some
this the
H.
sweet, it's the sweet stuff, man.
It's
It's the
fucking H in
This
there.
is vitamin H.
You gotta get some of that H.
Yeah, all these basically those clawhead guys, they drop H. But they got
I bet they do.
I bet they do.
Oh, they drop H
all the time.
They drop H like nobody's business.
Yo, man, do you party?
Oh, our party, man. You got some H? Shoot.
Oh, wow. All right, so you gotta get up there.
All I got is peas.
I don't need these damn peas.
Man, everybody's got peas.
Man, everybody, peas is last year.
No one does peas.
It's all about H now.
H is the real
Hey, there it
smooth.
is.
Oh, you dropped some H.
Now you get dick.
Oh, you're getting killed. You're getting killed. Why'd you do it?
Because I need the H, man. I'm feeding.
There it is. All right, man. It's all right.
Don't tell me sorry,
we got you
brother.
some. We got you some.
We'll
It's
get
cool.
some
It's
H.
cool.
Relax.
It's cool.
I'm the one hopped up on H over here.
Don't mess with him, man. Oh!
Nice.
Oh my God!
Oh! I hate everybody. It's over.
Oh my
It's
God!
almost out of H.
That was great.
You made it.
All right, I'm sold. Sold me.
It's all in this game?
That was just that part. That was great.
Yeah.
That was
Hovering,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's fucking hard. I mean, and
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but
They had suicide
That is cool.
droids. Which, by the way, once we
If
get to this
this
door,
was-
if you want, we can say you can give it a shot.
if this was one of the
Yeah, you wanna
4
take over?
games I owned,
Give it a shot.
I'd love it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm playing this all the time, motherfucker.
It's honestly a good game. Like it's a joy to play. It's tough as like you said.
look
It's
up the
tough
map.
as the Dickens. There's no denying that. But also concerned, this came out in '88. I don't think there was any other games really that I could think of that were like this in '88. You might end up pulling up the map here because this place is a freaking.
I got it.
Oh, you already have it in
I got
case.
it ready. Yeah.
This
All right,
place
so
is.
go
I
through
don't know,
there.
that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah, do your thing for
Go
now.
pretty much straight down and then to the left.
Drive my truck into the sewers where these horrible robots like to walk on walls and shit. A pampered Rick jerking
Yeah,
off
buddy.
inside my car and wonder.
By the way, I was only
who's
playing with a
staring.
keyboard earlier, so I wasn't really.
right.
I wasn't doing it with a. It's so much easier with a gamepad.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's not an FPS at all.
Okay, probably go down.
That's optional.
You're
Don't
welcome
worry
to
about
go in there though. Check it out. See what
I
kind
am
of mud-
welcome.
Optional.
There's all kinds of. Oh, jeez.
The map says it's optional.
All right.
Don't go in there too, because you can actually fall in those.
Hey, can
pits
I go
and
in
die.
there?
No, you will drown. Like that.
Why'd you tell me that?
I did multiple times! Hundreds of times! Thousands of times!
What the fucking shit did you do, man?
Grandpa Botta's got a limp. He's walking through the sewers, wondering
Bastard.
how'd he get there. Where's he going? He does not know what he's doing. Look out, Jason, help the old man cross the street. Find his place inside the world of liquid toast. There's aliens, they're bad. Plutonium assholes shooting bullets down ass. Don't like them.
Very.
Did you say liquid
Pernell,
toast?
that is great.
Did you say liquid toast?
No, but yes. Because
Yeah,
I wish I said liquid toast.
Oh shit.
It sounded like you said liquid toast at one point.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Oh, I love this.
We can go to the tape at some point.
Let's go to the tape. Yes. Inside the world of liquid toast, liquid toast, liquid toast, liquid toast, liquid toast. Nav mode on.
Whoa, Ninja Turtle sewer.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Now you're officially in the sewers.
Oh shit,
It reeks of poo down here.
Continue straight.
Oh fuck.
This is
Look
a
out for the
maze.
bullet balls.
Fuck 'em.
It's like Babam with
This
rockets.
is like a crazy maze. So
I think as a kid I did like
So
this.
it's crazy
Maze.
Listen to my instructions.
go down here
All right.
and then make a left.
More
when you can.
honeybees, mines,
there.
and
Fuck. Whoa, I just barely missed that mine.
do.
Dude, I'm doing really
Continue
much
straight.
better at this game than Battletoads. Oh shit! Boop.
Continue straight until you
That's
hit a T
cool.
intersection, basically. And then go down.
I'm trying to remember if you get to level 5 from Level World 5. I think
Down
you do.
here. Whoa!
Whoa! Past that one
Whoa!
and into the next one. The next right there. And then continue
Oh,
straight until you hit another T
shit.
intersection.
This darn game. Shoot him in the face. In the
I need to do that, but
face.
Now, in our defense of using these maps, other than trying to save time,
That's the only reason we're using the maps.
as a kid, I definitely would have used maps.
I
would have used Nintendo Power.
Nope.
Absolutely. Well, that's you.
As a kid, you mind your way through because it only takes one time.
Going that way.
Because basically, that's part of what made the game tick. Once you found the place once, you knew where it was. Like if anything, you made your own map, and you're like, okay, I don't want to get.
Understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very nice mechanic. Cause like, I think you need to hover here too at some point. But like, yeah, like that was a big part of the fun for me. Because as a kid, it was fun to sit there and figure out. Because first of all, it's not like I had anywhere I had to be. I was a kid. So I basically just played around with it. When I figured stuff out, I made maps. I had my little password book, my map book.
You should be good.
You know, that's how you do things then.
Yeah.
And I admit now as an adult, we all have to save time, but to me, I think that's almost a detriment to being an adult. I remember enjoying that stuff. Now I'm like, I don't have time anymore.
The original Metroid, I never made maps for Metroid.
Well, I mapped the hell out of freaking Metroid.
I just eventually remembered where I had to go.
The only games I really made my own maps for.
I think you got to hover there,
like
actually.
RPGs and shit.
Yeah, go up and over.
The RPGs were definitely good for dungeon mapping too, like the treasures and all.
Ah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, but so you kill them when you have to, because it's horrible in the meantime.
Whoa.
So, but we'll assume that the
Whoa, I jumped over
exploration
that
is
guy.
part of the difficulty. But I mean, it's something that we could easily do. Given enough time.
It was a time-consuming difficulty. Though some of those dungeons that you don't have to go to are pretty
Okay, I go
brutal
up here,
too.
I guess.
Yeah.
Literally any section that doesn't have a boss is optional. It's just like I was telling you guys, like you mentioned earlier. You generally would go into them because initially you didn't always know where the bosses were, so you were trying to find them.
Right.
And also, more often than not, boss chamber dungeons don't have a lot of power-ups. Some of them because you're there for the boss. So if you want to have a good gun, you generally go through those sections, juice yourself up, and then do well here to get to the boss with a full gun.
What is up with that?
It's the same map that you were on before, but now you're on the lower
Yes, you're
part.
on the other part.
That's kind of neat.
Yep, it is neat.
Neat.
Neat. Like this is like, I mean, like for me, I thought this stuff was really cool, which is why I think later we'll have to do Fester's Quest, more possible foreshadowing, and compare it. We'll have to revert back to this and we'll compare the two because
Come
From
on,
what I
damn.
remember with Fester's Quest,
no,
Is
Jason
that-
can't swim. Where's this put you?
Oh, what? Fuck that.
what I remember of Fester's Quest was that it was next to impossible because it was so buggy and just bad.
Oh god, you want to talk
It
about
was just
horrible?
bad.
Yes, you want to talk about horrible flicker?
Yeah.
Fester's Quest had that crap in spades.
yeah.
You could get drunk off
Oh
of it.
man, I couldn't even play that game because I
Yeah.
remember my buddy had it and I was like, this is lame,
Yeah,
man.
it was like impossible
Can't
to play.
see shit.
Yeah, it was hard. Like I don't get me wrong. As a kid, I enjoyed
I was
it,
like, this is one of the worst games ever.
but it takes a
And he
lot.
was like, no way, it's awesome.
Like,
Oh, was it? Is
Well-
it awesome? Okay.
well, you know, a game is brutal as a kid when you're even when you're back then, and games weren't exactly peak of most
Right,
games
well,
had
yeah,
some kind
you
of
didn't think
issues.
about them
weren't-
being
games
crappy
weren't
or good.
perfect.
But you still looked at that as like, why is it so
But you know what?
flickery?
That's
Yeah.
a well deserved pet peeve to have is not being able to see the enemies and shit like that. Like there's really very few excuses that would be acceptable for that.
That's the thing. It wasn't even about not being able to see them. It was that most games as NES, we can all admit, had reappearing enemies if you left the screen they were originally framed on.
Sure.
But with Fester's Quest, they can reappear when you're standing still.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can be at a spot where you see like a bunch of frogs coming out. You shoot the frogs, more keep coming because the game doesn't stop spawning the jerks. That is the epitome of what the fuck. And it had horrible flicker. So you combine the two, you got disappearing bullets. Usually your bullets.
Yep.
Some
And
bullshit. And
Yep.
a lot
I
of
remember
crap.
thinking that it was unfair.
It was brutally unfreaking fair.
Yeah.
And then, just on a whim, we're talking about a completely different game, but I don't give a shit. It's worth it. Fucking Fester's Quest. You had to go to the freaking dungeons that wanted to be the Goonies, and it was not the Goonies, but more boring. You had, well, here's a tunnel. Here's a doorway. Turn right. The exact same fucking hallway. You can't even see where turns in the hallways are because
That's
they put it in the
why-
walls.
That's why we're not playing Fester's Quest.
No, we have to play Fester's Quest. We have to play Fester's Quest.
No!
Yes.
maybe someday.
All right.
But I mean,
There's
Mark
other
my
games that are higher
words.
on the list.
Pernell and Matt will play Fester's Quest.
that's going to take a lot of alcohol and a lot of counseling.
I've got
lot of
money and
therapy.
I've got health insurance. It can be done.
All right. We can have a special episode
A very special episode.
Well, look, you know, we had one drink tonight. We'll have a special episode where we get wasted and play Fester's Quest.
Yeah. I really don't want to remember that experience.
Fester's Quest.
But I'd have to remember it because
I mean, dude, we survived Battletoads, but I mean, come on.
Well, yeah.
Come on, man.
Like you'll remember.
It's Fester's Quest.
Like you'll remember old Fester.
Yeah. No, I think that people that really loved Fester's Quest, it was probably one of the only games they owned.
Yeah,
I love Fester and owned a lot. It's just
had no choice but to love it.
I just
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I will admit that was a big part of being a kid
They were like,
too.
that was $60, and you are
I
gonna
played
play
a lot
it.
of Deadly Towers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I had it.
Ah, shit!
You played games because they were all you had.
Right.
You bought it. Mom was like, "Well, that's it for like 2 months."
Yep. Oh yeah.
And you were stuck with it. And I take that to mean that for a lot of games. Like I mean, even now, like I'll get a bad game now to this day, and still I will suffer through it for the fun of it, just because I want to be like, you know, I hate this game, and here's why.
Right.
Ultimately, it could have been, I won't lie, it probably was a lot to do with me being the kid that just had to have it. He had it and he was stuck with it. But I actually ended up liking Fester. I liked this.
Oh, shit.
Hell, I had a game called Werewolf back in the day. Werewolf was a $20 bargain bin game my dad found at Sears. And the most I've ever heard of it hit Mediatown was, I think there was an episode of Video Power where the guy had a cheat code for it, where he dressed up as a werewolf and went every 5 seconds to feign werewolfism. I don't know, or Vulpal. What the hell is the term for being a werewolf? Lycanthropism. There you go. As bad as the game was, being a game that I had to have at the time, I played the jub out of it. And enjoyed it too.
What the You're turning Yub Yub, you're bastardizing the famed, beloved Yub Yub song from Return of the Jedi into Jub Jub.
There's a song in Return of the Jedi called It's a Jub. For the record, folks, I am not a fan of Star Wars, so...
Yeah, where did he get Jub Jub from? It didn't come from nowhere.
I probably heard it from a TV show.
You got it from The Simpsons because one of the sisters...
Big Hard Rock for Jub Jub!
Right, because one of the sisters has one of Marge's sisters has an iguana named Jub Jub.
That's
No, when Troy McClure says it... When Troy McClure says it, it's glorious.
Named after the Jabberwocky by the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland.
See, I can dig this now. I learned something, folks.
The Jub Jub bird.
He was high.
Yeah.
Jubba Jubba. Wouldn't you like a big hard rock for
How appropriate is it that James Franco is playing the Wizard of Oz in one of the most celebrated let's smoke weed and play Pink Floyd movies of all time?
Yeah. When he was hosting the Oscars, clearly baked out of his mind.
Yeah.
Run from them, they will shoot you in the nuts.
I'm kind of expecting Danny McBride to show up, to be honest with you. Okay, here we go. Now what?
Another room!
Oh, fuck.
Well, I think the next room is the boss, actually.
Okay.
This is probably him.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, now what, baby?
He's a frog.
Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky.
Oh, Jack, you don't even know the half of it. Seriously, if we left the whole boss fight in, it would be about half of the next episode. But that's what the magic of editing is for. We save you, the viewer, from all the tedium and leave all the good stuff. Check out that good stuff next time on Pernell and Matt Play Games.